So you're browsing around Facebook or YouTube and you run across the 8K Raptor drone. Is it really all that it's cracked up to be? Is it something that DJI should be worried about? Is it really something that you should... Sorry, that's just my alter ego reminding me not to buy the 8K Raptor drone. Let's explain to you guys why this is a scam. Okay, as soon as you search for the Raptor 8K drone, you come up with a website like this. This is one of the links that I came across for this 8K Raptor drone. You can see what makes this 4K drone 4K, 8K. Well, it's all numbers, right? But they're trying to make you think that this drone can actually record in 8K resolution, but whatever. Its innovative design is brilliant. You can see it's written by Douglas Jones. Now, Douglas is an avid outdoorsman. He loves techs and gadgets. He has 3 sons aged 7 to 16. Douglas loves French wine and stand-up comedy. But you know what, before we go any further, let's find out a little more. Who's Douglas? Well, if I run Douglas through FIMI, the AI facial recognition software, you can see this guy is everywhere. Now, I didn't pay to actually find out the actual websites that he's listed on, but this is clearly not the guy that wrote this article. It's pretty comical, so that gets us off to a bad start to begin with. This is clearly not a real article. And then we look at the video off to the left of Douglas here, right below the title, and that is this. The 8K Raptor drone I'm pointing to up here is this. They do look a little similar, but that video is clearly a MAVIC Pro from DJI, and you can see it has brushless motors, and this has got brushed motors. This is a big difference here. This has a mechanical gimbal, and this has a fixed camera that is manually tilted. We'll get into a little bit later here exactly what the Raptor 8K drone really is. You scroll down a little bit farther, and oh my goodness, look at the video that you can capture. This is, wait, a GPS drone is going to be able to capture footage like that? No, that's freestyle racing drone that's flying in acro mode. It can do all kinds of stuff that any drone that looks like this cannot do. Only a couple of DJI drones are even capable of that, and certainly not one that looks like this. Oh boy, this is not getting off to a good start at all, is it? Let me scroll down a little bit more. Now you can actually see a picture of the real Raptor 8K drone you're going to get. And you can look here, that's not a gimbal. That's a sort of fixed camera. It's not fixed, you can tilt it. But again, that's manually tilted, and I'll get to that in a moment. Scroll down a little bit farther down the page here. Oh boy, look at the photos you can capture. Spectacular photos, huh? Yeah, right. Advanced GPS functionality means it can track the location of the controller. False. And I'll explain why in just a moment. So here's some of the features. It's tough, rugged, you know, all the stuff it talks about here. It's compact and foldable. Now the tough aspect, no, it's not very tough. Compact and foldable, yeah, I'll give it that. Perfect for travel, long battery life, up to 60 minutes of flight. That's gonna also be a nope. There's no drone out there, a consumer drone that has 60-minute flight time. That's talking about if you flew it on 3 or 4 batteries. If it records in HD, that would be 720p, not 4K or 8K, but at 120 frames per second? No, that's not gonna be possible either. 3,000 feet range. That's over a half a mile. Again, that's pretty impressive, and I'll explain in a moment why that's not accurate. Panorama views. 6-axis self-stabilization, that's just what any drone that's flying in stabilized mode can do. So if you scroll to the bottom of the page, it's going to make its sales pitch. Now you can see here, this is what the Raptor drone really looks like. With your little phone clip holder and its little cheap plastic. When you click that, you're going to get to the next page where it's going to offer you to be able to buy this. Now, before we get to that, let's explain what this drone really is. This drone is the Eachine E58. This is a toy drone that sells very cheaply on Banggood site. I click it here and you'll see $38.99. This is a toy. Brushed motors, 720p camera. that you have to manually tilt. It connects over Wi-Fi to your phone. And it does have an SD card slot where you can record some footage. And in fact, I'll show you here, I reviewed this drone back in 2019. There I am holding it in my hands. The Eachine E58, the best MAVIC Pro toy clone. That was what it was trying to get at back in 2019. So let's go back to that listing. And you can see when we go down to some of the specifics on this drone, or the description of this drone, it is a good little flyer. If you watch my video, it flies great, but it does not have GPS. It does not even have optical flow. It does not have any of the advanced features that they describe it as. It is just a little toy drone that flies around in your backyard, and it sells for $39. It cannot hold position. It's going to drift in the wind. It doesn't have brushless motors. It doesn't have a long flight time. It's good enough for what it is. And it has a fish eye or wide angle lens, so it's kind of curved and it doesn't look very good. But again, for that price, it's sort of reasonable. When we click on the overview here, actually let's go to specifications and click on the precise details, and it's going to tell you here it's got a 2 megapixel 720p camera. It mentions that there is a 1080p version that does not have the SD card slot, but that one, if you look at it, is actually gray. And then look at this. It has a flight time of 7 to 9 minutes. And then more importantly, 80 to 100 meter range and only 30 meters for the FPV range. Back on the main listing here, they say that it has 3,000 foot range. Again, that's over a half a mile. And the listing here is basically saying it goes 100 feet maybe, 100 feet on the FPV range of this guy. Just absolutely comical. This is a massive scam. It has been going on for years on Facebook, YouTube ads. They don't control these ads. No one looks them over or approves them, and they just wait for someone to complain about it. It's been under various names over the years. This latest iteration is the Raptor 8K drone. It's always the same Eachine E58 Wi-Fi little drone that's a toy, and it comes around usually at Christmas time, but I've been seeing it lately again. It's usually probably the same people. They just keep recycling, making new websites with fake authors of the website, and then they make a new listing, and then they try to get you to buy it. When we look at that sales page there, you can see that they're selling it a 2-pack, $98 a piece, I believe, for $197. The beginner pack, 99 bucks. Then they have a 4-pack. You can buy 4 of these at $297. It's at $75 a piece. Again, you can go to Banggood right now and buy it for $39. You can probably find it on eBay. I'm positive they have it on AliExpress. This is a massive ripoff. They are buying these drones from a wholesale or like Banggood. They may be drop shipping it, and they're marking it up and telling you that this drone is fantastic, like a DJI Mavic Mini, Mavic Pro. And you can even see here on one of the reviews, and these reviews I'm certain are fake. It's sitting on top of the E58 pocket drone box. So it's sitting on top of it. Now Banggood sold this for years. Other people probably do. They keep the E58 name, but they sell it under different boxing and labels and names, but they're all the same thing. So if you run across this on YouTube, Facebook ads, or wherever you may see it browsing the internet, do not buy this drone unless you want a toy drone. And if you want a toy drone, go buy the Eachine E58 from Banggood. Do not buy it from Raptor 8K or any other website selling this drone. It is 100% a scam. You're gonna be scammed because you're expecting something that it is not, and they're not gonna return your money. It's gonna be shipped from China, and it's a complete ripoff. All right, guys, I wanted to warn you because I've been seeing this drone for years. It's driving me nuts, and I finally got up the motivation to make a video about it. So I don't think there's that many videos. There are some about the previous versions, but not just, there's only a few I noticed about the Pacific 8K Raptor drone. So if you like this kind of content and look for RC reviews, please consider subscribing to my channel. While you're at it, click the bell that notifies you whenever I upload a new video like this. As always, guys, be warned about stuff like this, and have a great day.
The power of the dark side.